Okay, hi guys, here we are down at sunny Newington in darkest Kent, in the sticks, with the village fete going on, as you can probably hear in the background, and a few birds too, so I hope you can hear me okay. What we're going to do today is discuss a few superfoods which are in vogue very recently in terms of carp baits and human nutrition, and these things will catch you loads of fish if you use them right. Okay, so what we're going to cover is spirulina, green-lipped mussel extract, and we'll probably have a look at tomato puree and whey protein concentrate and miso, which is fermented soya. Okay, so all these things very healthy for you, and they'll catch you loads of fish. So the trick is how you use them. So we're going to close in and have a look at a few more details. Okay, here we go. Okay, first off, this is algae. Okay, it's spirulina. There's various types. They're generally called dinoflagellates. They're absolutely packed full of amino acids and vitamins and traces. You take a look at those as a supplement in various forms. This in front of you here, this is green-lipped mussel extract. Again, this is used as a human food supplement, but it's one of the most well-proven feeding trigger containing high protein foods in carp fishing and catfishing for that matter. Very high in betaine. I personally put a very high percentage of this in bait because it is just seriously good. If you want more details, there's lots in my ebooks on baitbigfish.com. Now this is kelp. Now this is coarse kelp, so it's still crunchy, okay, but I really love this stuff. It's packed full of minerals, vitamins and amino acids, all essential for fish and for humans, so it's extremely healthy. The good thing about this stuff is, from my perspective, when you put it in your bait, it absorbs any liquid you put in your bait, which means it's a great carrier. And obviously the amino acids in it enhance its impacts greatly. You can also form all kinds of liquids from this if you soak it well enough. There's loads of ideas I could give you about kelp. Now here's another brilliant ingredient for bait, for most fish in fact. This is whey protein concentrate. It's 100%. It's generally termed WP 100% because it's not cut. You generally in fishing find it's WP 80. You can get it on eBay at maybe WP 70 or 60. It's cheaper, but I always go for the 80 or 100. The reason for that is this is extremely digestible, and it contains a full range of essential amino acids that fish need and that humans need. If there's anything I would advise you to have in your life as a supplement every day, this is it. Okay, and I've looked at an awful lot of supplements and found some surprising results as well. I used to think vitamin C was the most important vitamin, but it's not. Vitamin D is. So for all you out there who think that protein is healthy, this is the best source, but do find an organic source that hasn't been concentrated with chemicals of any kind. Okay, and here we go again. What we're going to do, here's a very special little trick. A lot of people use this stuff. Okay, now I know guys like Gaz Fairham and guys like him who are well known for their big fish catches. They soak their baits in this. Okay, this is called Minamino. It's got loads of pre-digested proteins in. It's boosted with minerals and sugars and flavour, but it can be boosted. All you have to do is mix it up with whey protein concentrate. Okay, so you super boost it and mix it up with anything else you fancy. One idea is miso. Okay, miso is fermented soya. This is extremely attractive to fish, and if you have it as a food supplement, well, what can I say? Look it up. It's in my ebooks, and you'll find out why it's so well packed with feeding triggers, and it's so healthy for you and for catching fish. Here's something else which I really recommend: molasses. Now this stuff is it's organic, and it's extremely high in betaine and vitamins and minerals traces. I would use that to make homemade boilies and homemade dips as well. If you want to make a base for a boilie or any other bait for that matter, this is very useful stuff: condensed milk. So this is concentrated. It's addictive because of the endogenous peptides in it, and I could go into that a big time, but again, that's all in my ebooks. Again, these peptides are in things like casein, and cooled, and as they've been cooled, they've been doused with crystals of betaine hydrochloride. Okay, betaine hydrochloride, extremely good feeding trigger, proven over many decades in the aquaculture industry. Okay, these baits I have 100% confidence in. They're 40% greenhead mussel extract, and they've got an open texture. They're very highly hygroscopic, which means that they will suck in water into them, and using a diffusion gradient, a kind of diffusion exchange, they will pump out the soluble materials within the bait. And these are the major things that carp will home in on and detect your bait most easily. Okay, so what these are going to be used for is maybe ground bait or chopped up for hook baits, but I would always soak them first. Now here's a tip you will not have seen before. Right, there's a bag of fish meal, but it's very, very special fish meal. I'll show you a close-up of it. Okay, right, so this is fish meal. Pre-digested fish meals are a major industry. Although fish stocks are becoming more scarce, the smaller fish species are not becoming scarce in many areas. In fact, they're increasing, and in South America there are areas where the small fish stocks are used predominantly for food. In fact, in third world countries, pre-digested fish protein is a very major source of protein, because in many areas of third world they don't have a lot of protein to speak of naturally in the environment. But this stuff has been treated with enzymes, and that's the part that I'm most interested in. It's very rich in salts and essential amino acids, and all kinds of factors, growth factors, that really turn fish on and are extremely good for human health. Now this is something you won't have seen before, I doubt. This is what I want in my bait. Okay, I don't want a solid boilie sitting on the bottom of a I don't want to see a solid bait sitting on the bottom of the lake, for instance, because that really is pumping out very little by comparison to this. Right, you see this. Look at that. That's what I want to see. Now this is one reason why I use paste an awful lot. Okay, because instantly your bait starts breaking down and becoming a solution in the water. And that is extremely effective for pulling fish into your swim and for triggering feeding responses. So I'll leave you with that until my next video in the series. From Tim Richardson of Baitbigfish.com. Do take a look at my ebooks, because they're seriously packed with trade secrets, and if you want to improve your catches for life, there are plenty of secrets in there to keep you going for a very long time. Alright, tight lines. See you next time.